Hello everyone, my name is MOTO from Iconic Sports Agency. This is my first YouTube video and I'd like to talk about many things about Japan. I know there's a lot of people who are interested about the country itself and the culture, and because we're a sports agency, I'd like to talk about, or mostly my topic will be about sports, but here and there I will be talking about the culture and about the people and how we live here and all the other things about Japan. And my first topic today that I'll be talking about is about a Japanese Olympic athlete. First of all, because of this COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic, unfortunately, we were supposed to have the Tokyo Olympics in the summer, but because of that, it got postponed till next year. But we're not even sure we're gonna have this next year because what if this virus is it spreads even worse or it becomes more deadly. I mean, you just never know. But hopefully we can coexist and everything becomes back to normal. But this Japanese Olympic fencer, his name is Ryo Miyake. He won the silver medal at the London Games in 2012, but recently he started a job as an Uber Eats driver. One of the reasons why he started doing that is because simply he just needed money to survive. He was actually getting ready for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, and there was a qualifier coming up, but soon it got canceled because of the COVID-19. And now that the Tokyo Olympics is postponed to next year, he commented that it was mentally tough, and as an athlete, he didn't know what to do. He had 3 sponsorships with 3 companies, but he didn't renew his contract. He said in the comments that it was really hard for him to just ask for money that he didn't even know if there was going to have any games this year because of the virus going on, and as you know, all the sports has been canceled or postponed, and even for fencing, he didn't know when it'll get back to normal. So he's saying that it was a lot of pressure, so he didn't want that. Well, basically, he didn't renew his contract, but he said he'll he'll wait until everything goes back to normal, and maybe he might get his sponsorships back, but as for now, he is actually making about $20 per day working as an Uber Eats driver, which is really tough. March 24th, that's when the Olympic was officially announced that it was going to get postponed. He posted a photo on his Twitter account. It was his expenses for his tournament in Italy, France, and Egypt. He received a statement from the Japanese fencing committee, and I think he had a cap to go with that too. So everything came down to a little over $6,000 for all the events and his expenses. Hashtagged on his Twitter that it was it's pretty expensive, and said he can work around it for a while, but he needs to work really hard to keep up. I looked up, and in general, I guess you need about 50K to pay all your expenses and work around it as a fencer. Uh, I guess you have tournaments that all over the world, so you travel a lot. Of course, you need to eat, you need to sleep, and you need your trainers, you need your coaches. Basically, it said up approximately about 50K per year. So to make that money while you train, I mean, you do need sponsors. Another route that you can do is work for a company that supports that certain sports. Uh, I know, like, if you're doing marathon, they have in Japan, some of the companies have their own, like, a running marathon team. You work for that company in the daytime, or whenever, and when you have time, you get to practice or train during the other time. So, or just simply find a sponsor who can sponsor you for a year or two, or uh, golfers are like that too. Individual sports, especially tennis players, they get sponsored. So that's how it works, I guess. In not just Japan, but most anybody in the whole world who are individual sports athlete. So it's really tough, I guess. And right now, I guess even for companies, even with because of the COVID-19, a lot of companies are not doing well. If they were sponsoring certain players or athletes, I think it will be hard for them to sponsor, maybe a short time, and hopefully everything goes back to normal, and maybe, next year or the year after. It all depends on how the economy goes back to normal. Right now, even in Japan, it's not good. Anywhere in the world, I don't think everybody's not doing well. So hopefully everything goes back to normal. But right now, I guess he's just saying that he needs to find a job that would pay for his food, and for his rent and everything. And also, the another reason why he chose the Uber Eats driver was because he's saying that there's flexibility in the working time. So, I mean, he can work at whenever he wants. And the other thing was because he'll be riding a bicycle, that it would keep him fit. Those are the two good reasons. So he's saying that you could catch like three birds in one stone, I guess. I mean, so he thought that was the best thing, best actually job for him. He's working 3 to 4 days a week as a driver, and besides the other days, he'll be training with his coach online. That's his weekly routine, I guess. And he's only making about $20 a day, so it's not a lot, but you gotta pay your bills. So, I mean, he's working really hard, and he gets to train at the same time. So I guess it's good for him. He's also saying that because of the Olympics being postponed, he's not going to be the only one having trouble. He knows that other athletes will have problems, almost the same kind of problems, or even worse. He's been a fencer for the last 25 years, so he thinks that the younger athletes will have even more hard times, and hopefully he says that if somehow he's hoping the Japanese Olympic Committee to find a solution to somehow support these athletes in these tough times. It could be from raising funds, or finding jobs for them during this time, or help the society in any ways. He doesn't know what the solution can be, but hopefully the Japanese Olympic Committee could come up with that. He's also saying that he's doing something that he loves. So there are good times and bad times. Sometimes you just have to go with it, and live your life. Sometimes it seems hard just on you, but I think right now with this pandemic, everybody's going through it, and hopefully it goes away, and hopefully we get back to when it was really, really peaceful. Hopefully he does get chosen and gets to play next year at the Tokyo Olympics. Just hopefully that Tokyo Olympics does happen next year in the summer. There are reports saying that if it doesn't happen next year, it's going to get canceled. So meaning that Tokyo Olympics will be basically canceled, and it won't happen till, I don't know, maybe we may have to wait another 10 years, 20 years to happen next time. But I was looking forward to going to the Olympics, having it in my hometown. It would have been nice, but just unfortunate things happen. I'm crossing my fingers. I was really looking forward to the Olympics, especially basketball. The dream team was coming. Uh, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, all these guys were going to come and play. It would have been really nice. Golf, maybe Tiger Woods would came and it would have been nice. All these top athletes, they could have came. Even baseball, I mean, even maybe the top players could have came. Soccer, it, I was really looking forward to it, and it was kind of sad, but hopefully we get to see it next year. So I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just crossing my fingers, and hopefully we get to see it next year. Today, my topic was the Japanese Olympian, but I will be talking about more about other athletes, and I'll try to talk about a little more about the Japanese culture and maybe a little bit of the history to have people understand why people love this country. Some people may hate it, but I know that a lot of people do like this country. So if you're interested, I'll keep you guys posted. And if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe. And I will be talking to you guys again soon. It was my first YouTube video, and I was kind of worried, but I don't know. Somehow I got through it. Thank you all. See you soon.